Hello, good evening and welcome to Midweek Makings, and even better, welcome to Wooden Wednesday. It's back, it's returned, at least for now, but we'll see how it goes. But I've got some wooden things to be getting on with, so yes. As ever, welcome to everybody in the chat. Pascal was in first, obviously. Then we've got Ghost Rider and Muse and Mayhem. And then, who else? Mayhem Waterworks, Water Muse, Wendy Hickson came along. And then that was everybody up until now, apart from me and anyone else that might have come in just now. Today, as I said, I've got some wooden stuff. I've got a short pile of things which I shall be building, or starting to build one of today. I'll go through it in a moment when I go down to the bench. But I just wanted to say hello and Happy New Year again and things and stuff. So, hi. Right, on the bench, we have... right, I bought a kit because I thought, it's lockdown. I'm going to need something to do that's going to take me more than an episode. So I bought a kit, but unbeknownst to me, my wife had ordered a couple of things for me for Christmas, which just turned up after the kit that I ordered turned up. But yeah, she got me this, the Assembles toy for ages 14 plus. It's a wooden calendar. There's about 21 parts. I don't know. You would have thought that 21 was a low enough number that they'd be able to actually count them and figure out how many parts there are, unless they're not entirely certain that sandpaper counts as a part. I'm not sure. But it's a universal perpetual calendar type thing, which obviously you build it and then put the bits together. The assembly time is 0 to 1 hour. I'm expecting it's not going to be 0, but it will be a fraction of an hour. So I'm going to keep that aside for a spare for when I either have a very short stream to do or something else happens. This is the one that's covered in plastic, so the thing won't focus on it. This is the one that I bought for myself, which is the Marble Squad Marble Run. It looked like fun. It's a little crank handle thing you turn, and it makes the little ball, picks up the balls in the thing and runs them around there, and then lifts them up there, and then drops them down there, and they fall down here, and then come back around and do the whole thing again. So I thought that would be quite good fun. Peter Diamond's here. It says, hello, I'm new to the channel, just subscribed. Welcome, Peter. Take a seat, get comfy. Nice of you to join the chat. A lot of people join and watch, but don't join the chat, so it's nice to have you in the chat. They'll look after you in there. They'll be fine. So yes, that I'm not going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing the one that my wife bought for me, which is that one, which looks to be the same but is different. I think it's by the same make. It's by Rocker. This is obviously the Chinese version of it, hence all the writing that I can't understand. It's a bit different. The back bit of it is different. Instead of having the other thing, this has got a twiddly thing and looks more interesting than the one that I bought for myself. So this is what I'm going to be building. Now, the problem with building this is that it's the Chinese version. I have had a look inside the packet. As with all of these, you get a bundle of wood, which is covered in plastic, which I shall open momentarily. You also get, with this one, you get a slightly broken in transit box, which has messed up the big picture on the back, which doesn't tell me anything at all because I don't understand the figures. But, yes, we get the instruction manual, which I shall come back to. You get the little card about scanning things, and you get another little box, which is right over the bit that got broken in transit. Although the box itself is broken. The interior is okay. We get some screws, some nuts, and a little piece for the handle, I believe. We get the wax used for lubricating parts. We get some little washers, which are the same as the ones that I got on that little robot kit, if you remember that from way back when. And you get some quite heavy metal balls, which obviously are going to be used in the final assembly to actually do the stuff. I don't think I'll be needing any of that. I'll probably be needing that, but I don't know about those yet. So I'll keep that to one side. I can put those back in the box, move the box out of the way, and then find out that I do need them very shortly. Right, the instructions, as I say, are interesting, and they're going to be helped vastly by my consumption of alcohol. As I mentioned, my understanding of Chinese characters might not even be Chinese, they're Chinese type characters, is somewhat lacking. And seeing as the instructions don't have anything other than the numbers are all in English, but yeah, I don't understand a word of that. I could use Google Translate type thing, but I don't think I'll need to. It looks like it's going to be quite, well, there's not any parts that are easily confused, shall we say. And so I'm pretty sure, I don't know what these important things here are. I would assume that's do it twice. That's going to be to lubricate. I have no idea what that means. It's gears. I don't know. We'll find out as we go along. It looks like we have a tool. I don't remember seeing a tool unless it's wooden. We'll find out in a minute. Some sort of measuring thing for getting bits in the right places, maybe. I'll figure it out as we go along. The instructions are fairly straightforward, as you'd expect with all of these things. It's just a case of find the right bits, which luckily all the numbers are in English, so we're okay with that. And put it together. I don't intend to do all of this tonight. I'm aware, obviously, Wednesday, Ted does his stream at 9 o'clock. So I will not be in any way impeding upon that, because he's doing his Not a Dog boat tank. Yeah. So I'll just do some of this. Now I must admit, today I'm not in the best of moods either. The whole lockdown thing is happening again, and word is it's going to be happening for a while. It initially was meant to be like 6 weeks, but it seems that it might be more than that, and possibly another 6 weeks after that. So it might be another 3-month lockdown, which, in the whole, lockdown scheme of things, isn't a problem. I know it's got to be done. I understand the reasoning behind it, but it's just not, I don't enjoy it. I enjoy being able to do this and stream to you guys, but I don't enjoy the uncertainty of not knowing when things are going to be over and everything like that. And also financially, it's obviously not ideal not being able to go to work. And also, my car has gone in for MOT today, and they found other problems with it, and I haven't got it back yet. So hopefully I should be getting that back tomorrow. But you know what it's like to be, without something. It's like your legs are falling off. I know it's locked down. I don't need my car, but I still like it to be here just in case I do. And it isn't, and I'm all sad. So keep me amused in the chat for a little while. But I expect this probably won't be the full hour-and-a-half stream, but I will get started on this. So we'll see how we go. Look, there's tool F2 test piece. Lots of Fs. Is this all F then? Right, yeah, so that's the other tool for putting things on. Let's get the tools out, shall we? Get started as we mean to go on by getting some tools ready to go. There we go. Right, so if it's like previous ones, then each one of these will be a letter. So they're all G's, they're all F's. We've got E, and probably going back, I've probably got these upside down. Yeah, there we go. There's A's and B's. So we'll work our way through. I don't know how I'm going to arrange this for camera yet. I don't know that I'll need any of those yet either. If I put that up there, then I can work here and still sort of see what's going on, I think. That's probably the best plan. EC Idaho's here, saying sorry about the car. Hope it wasn't too costly to repair. I haven't paid yet. It's not been repaired yet. You need the MOT and sort of interim servicing, because it's not done very many miles this last year, as you can imagine. But they found some other problem with it when they were trying to get it MOT'd again, and I don't know. I don't understand mechanics and cars. Vague mechanics I understand, but not, full everything. So, yeah, I just sort of nod and say, do what you got to do, and tell me how much it's going to be at the end, sort of thing. So, as it's not at the end yet, they haven't told me. Right, I'm going to put the other things in the little tray down the front here. Then I've got this here. I need the big B4, which is obviously the big framework, which has got fingerprints on it, nicely enough. I don't know why it's got fingerprints on it. That's a bit strange. Okay, so obviously we've got B4, but we don't need the whole middle bit. So let's take all of those out. This is some strange interior shape to this. There we go. Get all this out. And then we'll be able to see the size of the thing that we're building and basically get started on it. Yeah, so I don't need that anymore. I will need some bits off of C though. So let me keep C and get rid of the others. Right, if you've seen any of the previous builds I've done of wooden things, you'll be aware of the process. Basically, you get your bits, you use a little bit of sandpaper, so you just sort of tidy up the edges where the little nub mark things are. So it's just a case of tidying it all up, but yeah. Hope it isn't too costly a repair, says I don't know. Yeah, I hope so as well. It's one of those things that, you know, I need a car, so almost whatever it is, I've got to sort out. But yeah, obviously comes at the best time when, you know, work's shut down and everything as well. So yeah, you got to keep going and, you know, just grin and bear it really. But it doesn't help with the mental well-being for everything, does it? So yeah. Edward's here. Evening, everyone. Hi, Chris. Been painting, so I will be lurking on everyone's streams until I'm done. Lurking is fine. As long as you popped in and said hello. That's the first, you know, polite, interesting. Come along and say hello, and then just sit quietly in the background. That's okay. That's acceptable. Right, there you go. No sharp edges on the edge of that. Let's see. We got. Obviously, it's that way up with the fingerprints. And it looks like it's that way round according to the first picture there. So I need 2 C1s and 2 C2s. 12, 13. So one's going to be at the top here. We've got C1, C2, C1, C2. And conveniently on these, the C numbers and letters are in fact printed onto the pieces themselves. So if any do fall out, then there's a good chance that the numbers are going to be on them already. So we'll be able to continue on. So, how is everybody? How are you all doing watching there? So there's 18 of you apparently watching. If you're not watching, then well, if you're not watching, it doesn't matter. If you are watching and not in chat, then come along and join in. Say hello, tell us where you're from, things like that, because it's more fun getting involved than sitting quietly. So come along, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, only as much as you're comfortable sharing, but yeah. Wait, what? Whose car went clunk, says Mayhem. It didn't go, well, it did apparently go a bit clunk, but it's just my time of the year for MOT. So before the lockdown, I phoned them up and said, oh, I need an MOT done. They said, oh yeah, not a problem, bring it down Wednesday. And then the lockdown thing happened, but they're still open for repairs and things. So that's not the problem. But there's more wrong with it than initially thought. So they're just... working on it, but yeah, then the day got away with them and they're still working on it, or probably all gone home by now, I hope, but they'll be working on it again tomorrow instead of me having it back the same day. There we go. Now there shouldn't be any glue required for any of these builds because that's the way these work. I need 3, 2 4s and an 11, obviously 11 because, you know, although these are quite nicely laid out on the board, so that's fairly easy. There's 3. If you haven't seen these wooden kits before, these are like laser cut, mostly pieces. They leave a couple of sort of nubs on them, but generally it's fairly easy to pop them out just like that and not have to worry about it. You can see a couple of places here where the nubs would have been, just the bits that need a little bit of sanding generally, just to tidy them up a little bit, make sure everything fits together flush. That's that. A little bit tidying up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, how is everybody? Is everyone else's cars doing all right? Assuming everything's fine for everybody else. Right, let's see what I've got. 4, 3, 4. Right, 3. is on this first one there. It'll have a way round. That's a point. I didn't look at the ways round of the other two, but I got them right. I got them right as well. So this one is going to go that way round in the next hole. Actually, it looks like they will only go one way because one of these feet are bigger than the others. The 4s will go next. Yeah, I don't like the waiting around for the phone call from the garage in the best of times. But at the moment, with, you know, lockdown pending and stuff like that, it's less fun than normal. Yeah, that's that way around. Because when you're waiting for a phone call and you don't know when it's going to be, you can't start anything. You know, I can't do anything like this. I can't stream or do anything that's, you know, any filming or anything like that. Because, you know, as soon as you start, the phone call will happen. So it's my least favourite time is waiting on things. But nothing can be done about it. It's just one of those, you know, at some point things will happen. So as well as waiting all afternoon for, in effect, no news, now I've got to wait around tomorrow for no news as well. Well, hopefully news, and they'll say, yeah, we've sorted, we've done it, it's fine. And because you're our millionth customer, you get it free. No, they're probably not going to say that. All right, let's see. This is 12. This has got to go on the end there. And yeah, obviously isn't that way round because of all the cutout bits have got to line up with the other cutout bits. So that's going to go there, and I've got to make sure each one locks in place with each other bit going across. That looks like it does. Then push down so it remains flat, and then 9 goes across those 3 there in that way round as well. At the end one, by the looks of it, it looks like the end one. The Raging Modeler is here. I'm stuffing my face with what? You can't just tell us you're stuffing, you have to tell us more things, but yeah. Dan's popped in, thought I'd drop in for a bit before I go out of bed. Good evening, Dan. Welcome, and good night when you go. But alright, Muse says, no new lockdowns here yet. Vampy has one starting today. They have stupid load shedding, so tonight and tomorrow night he won't have electricity for a few hours. That can't be pleasant. I mean, at least if you know in advance, then you can, you know, get things charged up and stuff, can't you? But yeah, I wouldn't enjoy that at all. 10, not using 10 yet. Let's put that over there. It fell out with a 9. I need 5, 7, 6, 8, obviously. 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Yeah, it's very strange. I mean, we take things like electricity for granted, and things like Wi-Fi now as well. And when they go, it's just such a shock, isn't it? You don't realise how many things use electricity and Wi-Fi until you're stuck without it. And all of a sudden, you know, your electricity goes down, so then your Wi-Fi goes down because your router's electric, and then you can't watch telly because the telly's electric, and you can't charge your phone and iPad and things like that. So everything just piles on top of each other. But there we go. Right, let's have a look. We've got a little close-up picture of, make sure it goes down into the long hole, not the little hole, because we've got the long and the little hole there. So let's see, what's this one? This is 6, which is there. This is 5, which is there. Then we've got 7, which is between 6 and 5, obviously. And then 8, which is there somewhere. Just across there, okay. Oh, it's got that bit at the bottom, but it has. So there we go. What's in the glass, says Steve131. That is a inexpensive brandy, not a posh one, just enough to, you know, enough to keep me going throughout the evening. There we go. That's that. Waffle fries, chicken burgers, and onion rings, says the Raging Modeler. Yeah, we had burgers tonight. I cooked up some burgers. I do like a burger. Right, so that's going into that hole over there and into the longer of the two holes over this side. Okay, that makes sense. Where are these two going? That one's going on the end one there. Okay, so we're building across there and across here. Okay, so we've got our starting framework, our base, up and working. Muse says, at least he has a better cell phone, he just has to keep it charged so he has it when power's out. Yes, exactly. Make sure he charges up before it all goes pear-shaped. 2 10s and a 13. That's 110. There's another one, and there's a 13. The last of the slots. Who's messaging me? Jeremy's found, my wife has found the English instructions. Well, it's numbers and stuff. I don't think I'm going to need the instructions, but thank you anyway. If I need them, you can text them to me one page at a time. Enough to wet your whistle. Yes, my whistle will be sufficiently moistened. Raging Modeler. So I've built 10 grits and mostly the Rough Thunderer. Sadly, I don't have a spare 32 more base for him since there was not one in the box. I don't know what any of this. I assume this is some sort of D&D Warhammery type talking, but I don't know. All right, 13 is going up the end over there. It's got to be that way around because all of the notches line up. Get that down there. Those two lined up. That one down in there. That lined up. That. All of that lined up. And then going in there as well. These interlocking cross-braced pieces are going to create quite a nice, strong thing. Wibble, says Raging Modeler. Is that because you lost your thing? You're not having to go about me wibbling because of cars and things, are you? No, you wouldn't do that. Right. I see these have got numbers on them. 2, 3. I don't know if that's for part 3. I don't know. It's 1, 1. I don't know. Alright, so these two are going up there. And as they're both the same, it doesn't matter, but they've got to go the right way around, which is that way. That doesn't feel right. It's because that's not lined up there. Look, I need to go backwards a bit. And then that'll push down. There you go. Warhammer 40k. Auxis. Right, that's going to go in there. Got to go across that one because that one hasn't got a cut out this side. That's that, and that looks like that bottom picture, sort of, mostly. Yeah, I'd say that looks like that. That's good. We've done a page. Yay! Is this? Oh, this has given us the part shout out as well. So, okay, there we go. So now we need, yeah, C23, 24, D2, and G8. And it looks like we don't need that for a little while. So I'll leave that stacked over the side there. I have the C, so we need 23, 24. Come on, off you come. There we go. 23, 24, right, D2. These quite thick, actually. I like that. I've not had these with different thicknesses of parts before. D2 is the big cog. There we go. And G8, and I need 4 of them. G was the little one, wasn't it? G, there we go. I've got the G going board. Oh, right, this has got all the connecting pieces on it. So G8, and I need 4 of them. That's those ones there. Looks like probably one spare one. So I need one set of 4 of those. Okay, that's quite well set out. So that should be all the parts I need for this, well, not this page, but this first section, which is basically putting these two either side of that by using those. So let's give these a quick removal of edges to make them easier to slide together. Is it a windmill, says Ghost Rider? Nope. It is a ball race, a ball parkour, as it says, actually. It's a hand crank operated executive toy is probably the best way of describing it, and it's it makes little steel ball bearings. You crank a handle to make them go up, and then they fall down on their own, and then you crank the handle and they go up some more. Not terribly exciting, but quite good fun and a good thing to build as well. So yeah. Onion rings sound really good right now, says Muse. Onion rings as in the crispy crunchy snack, or the ones from the Chinese takeaway. Chinese takeaway? Onion rings? Chinese takeaway? Really? I don't know about that. Onion rings is more of a sort of chippy takeaway thing, isn't it? I don't know. Dan has just dropped some cash on Cult TV Man Shop for some model supplies. I've never heard of them. I don't know. They're probably one of them American things. But yeah, all good. I'm sure when you get the stuff, you'll show us the pictures. If you have things that you've built or bought or building or anything, drop them across on the Gross group. Look, I put the... Oh, well, my buttons seem to have stopped working. Why's that? Is it because I didn't press it properly, maybe? Because it's gone now. Put me in the Gross group. Look, that group there. The one that I've just posted a link to. And then we can look at them tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. So it is time for an evening with. Being the first one of the year. Hopefully it will be fun and well attended, and you know, everyone will have slept off their Christmas fatness. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood because my car will be back. So yeah, tomorrow night 8 PM right here. Well, not here, but well, sort of here. I'll be here, the little picture up here, not the one down here. But come along, join in. It's just an evening with the gang and the patrons. So if you're a member of my Gross gang, or indeed one of my lovely patrons, then the invite will be winging its way to your, I would say inbox, but it's not. It's just going to go to where you normally get the things to join in. So you can come along and join in. Because that's what it's all about. Obviously, if you have your own channel or Facebook page or anything like that, feel free to pimp it. Either by, say, joining in on the camera or just by posting the pictures in the group, and we'll all come along and, you know, have a look at them. As I do every Thursday that I have a show, I will go through the gallery of pictures that have been put up in the preceding week. This time it's going to be in the preceding 3 weeks because I didn't do one Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, so it's been a while. Graham M's here. Hi Chris. Evening everyone. Good evening Graham. Welcome. Right, let's see. Does it matter which way round these go? No, this is the same from both sides. So as long as we just get these connected, I'll get them the same way up. Oh, I won't, because you have to have it that way round. So that's going on there like that. Hopefully I should be able to get each one of those 4 pins lodged into place on that. This is where the balls will be deposited and taken upwards, I think. I think that's the way it works. That one is obviously going to go on there, much like that as well. And that should be nice and substantial now, even because it was the big thick wood for the bit in the middle anyway. And now with those supporting it, yeah, somehow it's going to work. I don't know. These are all sort of leaning inwards, but I'm assuming that's correct, because why would it not be? Right, I need 3 more bits. I need D8, D16 and G10. What have I got here? G was the big connection pieces, which I've got to hand here. D There you go, D16. D's the thick board, which has obviously got the cogs and stuff on it. So there we have 16. Let's get this one. I need a G10. It's 11. 10 is just these spacer pieces by the looks of it. Oh, that one's not an extra one. It's just a picture of it. That's interesting. It's not cut all the way through. Okay, let's just get one of those out. Then I'm not going to be able to get one, am I? Because they're stuck together. Get one out, but the other one's probably going to fall out as well. So, yep, there it goes. I'll keep that over there with the tools that I haven't used yet. I need a D8 as well. I forgot that one. C, D, 8. 10, 10, 10, 8. There we go. That one at the top there. Big cog. Like that. Who else is here? Nat's here. Dexterous Crafter. Good evening. Welcome. Good evening, Chris, and everyone in chat, he says. Dan has a bunch of photo etch and paint masks on the way. Then I can progress on some of my kits. Cool. I have an order on its way, which will allow me to start on a project that's been delayed longer than it should have been. But hopefully, especially now with lockdown type time, I should be able to get into and hopefully complete before I have to go back to work. But until things start to arrive, I can't do anything about it. So I'm not even going to mention what it is, because I don't want to disappoint people. Right, that's that. The 10 goes in the middle there. Let's see if there's a not in the middle, just off the middle. And there's a thing there that's got a picture. I don't know what that means. But I shall try and get this the same way around as it is in the picture, making sure it's that way around, so the cog goes on that side. We get that in there, then that's going to go on there. Interestingly enough, not held through the middle, but held just off to one side of the middle. But that should still work. I think that's an interesting way of doing it. There we go. So that's that all together. And it looks like that. It does. It looks just like that. Look, just like that. It looks just like that. 87 ostriches here. Welcome. That was that. Next page. What time have we got? It's been half an hour. So, yeah. Right, this is where it's going to get complicated. Doesn't do that. Don't do that. Do that. Lubricate something. Find lots of bits. Right, let's get all these bits ready. We're also going to need 4 of those and that. So I did need them sooner than I thought I'd going to need them. Those, right. Let's start as we mean to go on. Let's get 4 of these out. I'll just tear open the corner a little bit, and then I should just be able to get out a few and still use the packet. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Put that over there, out of the way. I think I'm going to need to use this at some point. This is a resealable bag. That's convenient. Actually, I'll put the other bits in there as well. Right, so we need the 30mm tube, which is 1:1 picture on there, so that is that one. So let's put those back in there so they can't escape. Don't need anything else from there, do I? No. These are the P parts. Right, so that's that. Then I need A1, 2, 3 A2s. Right, let's see. I've got C as the first one. I don't need any C's. So then I've got D's. Do I need any D's? Yes, I need 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, lots of D's. Basically all of the D's and a couple of A's. So I need 1. It's a test piece. That's interesting. Right, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 3 and 4 are there. That's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 7s, a 12 and a 14. Well, there's 12. That's big enough. Can't miss that. 14 is obviously the other side of that. And what was it? I needed 2 of 7. Oh, there are the 2 other cogs at the top. Right, well, this is obviously the winding mechanism, which I suspected was going to be last, but obviously isn't. I don't need E. E is another thick sheet, actually. I do need A. That's the one down the bottom there, obviously. And I need A1. Sip into the helter skeltery thing. That's quite cool. 1. There it is, at the top there. A1 and 3 A2s. There are 3 A2s just next to it. There we go. Raging Modeler is going to be back in 5. I need to order more primer. I think when I spray all the stuff I have, I'm going to run out. Well, yes, when you spray all the stuff you have, you're going to run out. I can tell you that much. Yep, definitely. Have I missed all the horrible creaky noises? What, my bones and stuff and things, or what we're talking about? Shane's here as well. Hello, Chris and everyone. Hope you're all safe and well. We're all safe and moderately well. You missed all of my woes about lockdown and cars, but apart from that, we're all fine. How are you? Are you doing okay? Or as okay as can be expected? Dan says the Diamond Art kit I ordered in October finally arrived. Cool. When are you going to start that? Are you going to live stream it? Go on, go on. You know you want to. Someone's shouting Lewis, but I haven't seen him here yet. I don't know. Is that a different Lewis? I'm not sure. Oh well. Came from China, routed by a Mars, then awaited customs on the 9th dimension, apparently. That sounds about normal. So this was a Christmas present, which was ordered, obviously, before Christmas, and came yesterday. So yes, China, obviously, at the moment as well, especially, and not having great time with deliveries. So yeah, there we go. I need to get a board or something to attach it to. Ah, right. You don't actually have to attach it or anything. You do it first, and then you worry about where you're going to put it and where you're going to attach it and do things with it. Just don't roll it up when you're in the middle of doing it. Right. There we go. These are stationary attached parts, so not anything to really worry about with those. So, yeah. All you got to do is keep your head down and keep going, don't you? I'll just have to spend tomorrow waiting for news about my car and being mopey. Right, that's that. What do we do with these things then? It's only this first bit as well. It's not this bit yet. It's very convoluted. I'm going to have a drink. That'll help. Dan says, I haven't a clue how to live stream. Might consider it if I can my bench in good enough shape. It's easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Right. Let's see what we've got. A1, D7, another D7, then a D5. Looks like that. There we go. All right. Then a D12. That way round. Get that out of the way for now. Okay, and it says lubricate that. So let's get the lubrication tool open. I say tool, it's a block of wax. It's actually 2 blocks of wax because it's broken. So I should get the smaller one of the 2 out and see if I can use that. Basically lubricating the inside of this hole. You should always lubricate the inside of your hole. Especially when things are going to rotate around inside it. Right, so that's that way round. I've got them sorted like that. And then we've got D4, 3 and 6 being made into a special key tool. That's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. Cool. That makes that little peg. So that's going through there. So that's the bit that's going to rotate there. So let's give a little bit extra sanding right at that base. just to make sure that's not going to catch anywhere. Cool. Right, get that from that side. Then that goes in there. Okay. So then working backwards from here, let's turn that over. We've got to get that on there. Actually, I'm going to also lubricate the lip of the hole where it's going to be turning and rotating around it. Not so much that side, but this side pretty much is by the looks of it. That's going to go on there. Right. And then the next one goes on there. This is the bit where it says to make sure you get them the right way round. Because depending on how you have that, yeah, that's the wrong way round. As you can see, clearer than I can. Whereas if I turn it that way, then they match up. So that's that. Then there was that one on the end of there. Okay, so that's that. We've got that turns through there. Okay, that's that. This one now. Right, we need other parts, right? We need D. Right, first of all, a D1. That's that one. Wait a minute, how does that... It's just got a... But, what? Oh, we're not going on there, we're going on there, and that's where this pin goes. Okay, so we've got two of these on the end of the pin. That's probably what this thing comes in useful, but might not need it quite yet. Push that through there a little bit further. There we go. And that will go on the end there. And then I've just got to push that to get that to the end. Right, so we've got that. Goes through there. Then D1 goes on there. And then B, which is this one, looks like it's that way round. On there. Which joins up, yeah, sort of in the middle of that. Okay, I'll give you that. Then on A2, we need another pin. Oh, we need two of those pins. I only got one out, but we need both of them. Looks like there's a spare one in there as well, but that's okay. So this also needs those two on the end. Assuming it's the same size, yes it is. It's going to go on there. That through there, then that will give us the end bit that we need to get the other one on there, like that. Then I can push that to the end there. Cool. Right, so that's that. Have I done that one? I'll put the other A2 on the end there. Yes, so that's all of that. This one goes through the middle of there. And onto there we have an A2. Then we have A, which has got the side with the circles outside there. Like that. Come on, you all line up. You know you line up. I can see you. That's that. And then another A2 on the top of that. Okay. I can see that working like that. Then it says lubricate your other hole. Both holes need to be properly lubricated. Shane says all good. Thanks, Chris. If you have a 6-inch by 12-inch space like Chris, then you can live stream. You don't even need that much. Basically, just have a camera pointing at whatever you've got, and you're good to go. So that's going to go on there. Like that. And everything lines up. Just like that. Okay. And then by turning that, you turn both of those. And then it does say lubricate the hole. But it doesn't say anything about lubricating the gears, but I'm going to, because I've had that problem with the other builds when everything just needs to be just right. And if it's not quite right, there's a little bit of friction creeps in, and that little bit of friction is often a little bit too much. So by making sure the teeth are properly lubricated. Or at least most of them. And that should make that freer. Yeah, just like that. And that should enable things to turn. Now I'm obviously going to be able to get to all this to lubricate them again if I need to as the time goes by. Right, let's have another look. P1, I need 3 more of it. 3? It's right. Oh, 2 on one and 1 on the other. Okay. Get 3 of these out. 1, 2, 3. Two. Come on, and another one. 3. There we go. 3 of those. Anything else? I need a B5 and a D9. B5, D9. D9 is that one? No idea what B5 is. But we'll find out just by going through it until I get to B. And then cunningly finding the bit that says 9 on it. B is the one that's had the big base bit. So it's got this middle section. And 9. Let's have a look. 3. B5 is that bit. D9. So B5 looks like that. It's sometimes easier to find them by shape rather than number. There it is, up there. Right, so that's that. So these are basically spacers that are going to hold things together. 5 goes in there. What's those 2? Like that. Cool. And 9 goes across here. Again, spaced like that. Can't push too hard because it's just a little bit wobbly. Over that holds that just about right. And then the pins. 1 goes on here. I don't know why it's only 1 on there, but it is. 2 on there. I'd have thought 2 on each would have been fine. Let's have a quick look at that last picture as well, because that seems to be saying important stuff. Make sure it's even there, and that one's got a bit on there, but they go, that's wrong. Alright, make sure they're, yeah, pushed down basically. Not difficult stuff. Look at the lubricality. Yeah. Right, that's that one. And then that one should go on there as well. Okay, let's get that pushed home. And that much the same. Might need to push that side down a little bit more as well. That should be a little bit off on one side, so that I could have it right the first time. So that one's got to be a little bit out that side, and that one's got to be a little bit out that side. So there's a little bit sticking out on both sides of those. Not as much on that one, because obviously it's got 2. And it turns relatively freely, so that should be okay. Ted's here. He's obviously getting worried about me getting close to his time, although I've got another hour yet to. I won't be on for another hour, so don't worry about that. But he said lubricate. Yeah, obviously, you need some lubrication. Not just of the drinking kind, but Dan Kramer says, question for the peanut gallery. So I wanted to look for 40k figures at specific poses and looks. Where can I look for that? I've had no luck so far. I think the 40k stuff is all just as is. There's no option for modifying it. You can get figures from Hero Forge. Not specifically 40k, but there are lots of different figures that you can customize in any such way you like. I printed a couple. Fox designed one himself for it's Foximal. But you can design something that looks very 40k and basically put it in whatever pose you like, and then either buy the file to 3D print it yourself, or you can get them to print it and post it. So yeah, you can try that. Step away from the WD-40 mayhem. Yeah, never a good idea. Don't try and breathe that stuff in. Right, so I've got a working thing. It does a stuff. Ted says loads of time, Chris. Yeah, there is loads of time, but I'm not going to be using my full allotted time tonight. Due to me being miserable about my car not being ready and stuff. So I'm not feeling a long stream tonight, shall we say. What I am going to do is the next stage of here anyway, and we'll carry on from that and see how far I get, basically. I'm going to need bits from here. I need P3, P4, and 2 P5s. P5s are, again, the little washery things. So I need 2 more of them. Like that. Guessing this is going to be... That is P3. P4 is going to have to be that. Although, is it? Definitely looks like that. P5s are not those. Ignore that. Nothing to do with them. They're the bolts. I was going to say, if I'm using that, I need to be using the bolts. I'll just put that over there for now and worry about putting them away later. Let me get the bolts. Right, I also need D, 10, 11, 17, F1 and F2. I don't think I've used any Fs yet. Were they the other little thing? Yes. I have. They're the ones that the tools were. So F1 and F2. Got F3. The 1 and 2, the tools. Yes, the 1 and 2 are the tools. So I've got them already. Right. I also need D. 17, 11 and 3 10s. D was one of the thick ones, wasn't it? There we go. There's 11 and 3 10s. I also need 17, which is that one. Okay, a little bit of sanding and sorting out. Tidbit. Yeah. Dan says, okay, I need figs to go with my coming Turoks. I need a guy with a mohawk, a guy with a baseball cap, a guy with a cigar, and one that's really pretty. Yeah, so Hero Forge will be able to sort you out with all 3 of those, no doubt. But other than that, you just get 3 regular Space Marines and some milliput, and you do your own moulding. Lee Roberts says, what's wrong with the car? I missed the start of the stream, lol, and hi all. Yeah, basically my car MOT is coming up next week. So on Monday, I phoned up the garage and said, can I get my car booked in for service and MOT, please? And they said, yeah, no trouble at all. So we'll do it on Wednesday. And then Monday night, we all went into lockdown. So I sort of panicked a little bit and thought, oh dear, maybe I'm not going to be able to get my MOT done, and, you know, driving it to the shops illegally with no MOT and stuff. So on Tuesday, I phoned them up and they said, no, we're still open. We're okay. We're, you know, providing a service. We're not a retail shop and things like that. So I took it down to them this morning and left it with them for them to do the interim service, because it's not been driven much this year, and an MOT. And they phoned me back and said, yeah, it's failed the MOT, which happens almost every time. Most people, in most cars, you'll find MOT failure is quite a thing the first time out, because, you know, if your car's more than a couple of years old, there's going to be little things that go wrong with it that need correcting and sorting out. So yeah, I wasn't worried about that. No trouble at all. They said, you know, it needs this and this. Not a problem. We'll get it sorted for you. And that was the end of that. And then later on this evening, they phoned back and said, yeah, about the car. There's a little bit of a problem. There's something happened with it. The Have I just put that on the wrong way around? No, I've got the right way around. I'm talking and thinking at the same time as doing this. It started misfiring apparently when they were taking it to get it MOT for the second time. Hadn't been up until then. So yeah, there's problems with it. But it just means I couldn't get it back today. They're investigating and sorting it out, and no doubt it will be fine and I'll have it back tomorrow. But I don't like being without it, because, you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? I might not be using the car, but I still like to have it there to be able to be used if I did need it. So I'm a bit out of sorts about that, and the whole, you know, UK being in lockdown again, not knowing what's going to happen, when it's going to end, stuff. So I'm just feeling a bit out of sorts tonight. So there we go, we've got a handle, which now lets you do the things and stuff. Sorted. Feels like I'm going the wrong way. So I'm assuming it's going to, the ball's going to drop in there, and this is going to make it carry them round and up, and then they're going to come out up here. Something. I suppose it would go either way, but I don't know. I think this is obviously going to connect to the other side of things and do things down there as well. Right, I shall do this next bit, and then it'll be an hour, and I'll see if I might fit it in. Just before Fox realises what day it is and turns up. Right, I need B's 23, 24 and 29. Not that one, not that one. Not that one, not that one. That one. Probably. Although that one is also B. That's got 2 and 3 on it. I didn't say any of those numbers. So I don't need those, but I do need this. I need 23, 24, 29. 23, 24 next to it. Haven't seen a 29 yet though. There it is, 29. Hit the car with a boating oar, wonders on my sister's Sierra Sapphire. Yeah, I haven't got it at the moment. The garage has still got it. They're sitting on it overnight for me. But yeah, hitting it with a thing, going Basil 40 on it would probably work. What's the output ratio to the input ratio, says Ted? I don't know. It's numbers and things. I could work it out. You can count the gears and things, but it's, I don't know. It's about one of less than 4, because it's not quite going around 1 full quarter. So probably 1 to 5-ish, or 5 to 1. I'm not bothered to count it. Right, 23 and 24 go together. Did I get 24? Yeah, 23 and 24. That goes like that, and that goes like that. Okay. They go together. And that goes... Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. This bit, then 29, with the hole in it, which will go either way. No, it's only got a big hole. Goes up there. Down upwards. Okay, and this one goes down there somehow, somewhere. Which way around does it look like? Like that in the picture. So does that just go in there? Okay, that looks like a thing, but let's have a look. No, that's all starting a whole new section, so no, I'm not going to get onto that. I shall leave that there and continue on at a later time. Now, the question comes to you, the lovely viewer. What should I do? Should I continue with this next time and continue the midweek makings? Let me come back to here, because that's it for now. You can still see it down there, but you know, let me finish this off. Right. Catch you all later. Time to eat, says Graham. Well, I've pretty much finished now anyway, so there you go. Good timing. Right. Now, should I do this next week, or should I drift back into the whole midweek? Do something different next week and leave this to one side burner. Put your answers in chat now, and whoever gives me the next, in the next minute or two, whichever gets the biggest number of votes one way or the other, I'll comply with. So next week, should I do wood or something else? That's the easy way of putting your answer in. So wood or something else. Yeah, I'm happy either way. Once I do finish this, I reckon 3 weeks to do that. Even if they're short weeks, then I doubt that I'd finish it all in another week. But the week after, I would think I'd probably finish that. Or it means that this is going to be ongoing for, many months, as are all the other projects that I've got sort of half on the go. There's still the diamond art and origami and metal earth and things like that. So finish it tonight, says Richard Rowe. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Nostriges says wood. Lee says your choice. Adam Raging Modeler says wood. Come back at midnight and start again, says Ted. Yeah, you've not been paying attention to that. I'm not really feeling it tonight speech, did you? Wood, something else, and wood. Wood seems to be winning. Sorry, Muse, but you're the only person to have voted for anything other than wood. So unless there's a big jump for it, Fox is texting me, but he doesn't realise that I'm live at the moment. I'll read that soon. Live at the moment. So yes, so you never know. Fox might turn up in 10 seconds because now he knows that I'm actually live, or he might just beep at me again to say, "Ooh, sorry, didn't realise." So yes, wood. It looks like next week on Wooden Wednesday, shall be making a return. I'll still keep the midweek makings thing going because it's easy. I'll be returning to do some more of that, and then the week after I shall return and probably finish it. I'll leave it a bit before I do one of the other wooden things. But yeah, it sounds like perpetual wood it is then, says Muse. Oh well, yeah, it looks that way. My public has spoken. So yes, wood seems to be the call of the day. It's traditional for Wednesday. It used to be Wooden Wednesday when I was doing the big aviator thing and the ball tank thing and stuff like that. So yes, I shall continue next week with this. But tomorrow comes before next week, and tomorrow, as I said earlier, is an evening with time. So hopefully I'll be in a better mood and more happy and with it and talking to you. And hopefully I'll be joined by somebody else on camera to come along and keep me on the straight and narrow and amused and stuff. So, and I'll hopefully have my car back as well. So things will be looking up. Tomorrow, 8 p.m, indeed about this time, in 24 hours, return here and find me once again for the first of the year of An Evening With. How about finish it tomorrow? No, I'll be talking to people tomorrow. Everyone likes wood, said Ostriches. Yeah, wood's always a good choice, but you've got to be careful about splinters. Make a model out of wooden Lego. I have got another Lego car to do, which I'll probably do after this. I'll do this, then I'll do the Lego, and then I'll do something else and carry on like that. Because I like Lego. It's easy. You don't have to think about it while I'm doing it and talking to you lot. Next week, or this week coming rather, say Thursday is An Evening With. Friday and Saturday, I haven't got any plans. I should be popping along at the Team Inept. Look, Team Inept. I shall be doing the Team Inept stream at some point, at some time. So like and subscribe if you want to watch it. Ring the notification bell, because otherwise you won't know that I'm live. Look, I even click the button to put the sub on, and it doesn't work because it's set up for being on a bench view. Wait a minute. Let me go down to a bench view. Look, if I'm doing the bench view and I say like and subscribe, I can push that button and it appears down there. Look. There it is. I can subscribe. So yes, pop along tomorrow for An Evening With. Adam says he'll be there tomorrow. So it won't be just me. That's always nice. Yeah, 2 minutes at some point, probably at the end of the week. I'll try and pop in. I know Fox does his gaming at 3 p.m. I might try and nip in at midday just to do an hour or two of the new room game. Well, the newly streamed room game, the one that I haven't done yet. So keep an eye out for that. If you like that sort of thing, like and subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when it happens. I'm expecting them about midday or midday UK time, so like 8 hours ago. So if that's the middle of your night, then don't click the notification bell because it will beep at you and you'll be cross at me, and I wouldn't want that. But other than that, Sunday is Ted's turn for the Warhamster. So I think 8:30 or 9 o'clock, he'll be doing his whatever it is he's doing. He's not quite finished the Baneblade yet, has he? So he'll probably be doing that. Monday should be the return of E-Models Monday. The four of us, as far as I'm aware, are all about and raring to go and hit the new year where it hurts and get things going again. We might do a quiz, you know what Ted's like. So that's that. The oncoming week. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves more than I am today, but you know, there we go. Whittle something out of wood. Yeah, you could do that if you like, Ted. You, not me, but yeah. Shane says, I hope it all works out well with your jam jar. Yeah, thanks. Edward's still painting. See you all later tonight. Yes, lube your wood, says Go Friday. You should always lube your wood. Thank you all for watching. I shall see you soon. Yeah, things will be looking up tomorrow, so see you soon. Stay safe. Wear a mask if you have to go out, but don't go out. Stay at home. It's nice at home. Bye-bye for now. See you soon. See you in Ted's show in a little while, so I'll be there for a bit. Bye-bye.